99 Chevrolet Prizm sedan that I found where else? On Facebook Marketplace for $1,500. Went up to Delaware County, Pennsylvania on Tuesday to go get it, or at least go take a look at it. And once the gentleman pulled up and we talked about it, I pretty much was certain that I was going to buy the car because, well, I've not had a car since January of 2024 when my Nissan Altima CVT crapped the bed and no one wanted to take responsibility for it. So I just let it sit and it ended up getting towed. So I needed a car to get around it. And I was very pleased with what I got. And as we are walking around the car right now, you can see that it has the standard wear and tear of a 25-year-old car. For one, the hood doesn't come up, so that's why you don't see the engine, but I will tell you about the engine in a little bit. There's a different colored fender. There's black steelies, which I like the most. I don't think I'm going to put rims on it. I mean, I like the black steelies just as they are. And it's a nice little four-door sedan. I've had it for a couple of days. I really enjoyed it. As you can see, you got your standard gauges. The one thing I like about the TAC gauge is that when the car is on, it tells you what the temperature is outside, which really helps. But what doesn't help, I'll tell you about in a second. But it's very much a standard Toyota dash, but with a Chevy bow tie on it. It also has an aftermarket radio, which doesn't hurt my feelings, which means I can listen to all my favorite road trip songs on Spotify. And of course, there you have air conditioning, but the air conditioning doesn't work. So I was sweating like a certain vice presidential candidate for the GOP walking into 188 to 300 Empire. And of course, you have a 3-speed automatic transmission. The engine is a 1.8 inline 4 that was standard on all Chevy Prizms, regardless of transmission. And of course, we have automatic windows and locks, which is pretty cool for $19.99. I mean, it was probably all standard by then, but you never know. And just sitting in the back seats are pretty comfortable. I'm 5'10", 240, and I was not struggling, as you can see me panning my camera from left to right and back to left and right. Again, there's my book bag in the driver's seat, in the passenger seat where I was letting my camera sit before I took it out. And it's a very comfortable car all around. So there's really not that much to complain about in that regard. And of course, there's a nice little trunk. That box does not belong to me. So I need to call the gentleman I bought the car from and see if he wants this box because it's very unopened. So I imagine there's something of importance in there. And, it's a nice little spacious trunk for a compact sedan. Needs to be cleaned out. I have not cleaned the car out yet. I will when I get a chance. I mean, I'm just excited to be back driving again. Shouts out to the people who allowed me to borrow their cars, but it is nothing like having your own, and I'm glad to have my own. There's a spare in it, and there's the dry rot that I mentioned in other tires, so I'm going to replace that ASAP. I might just end up getting a whole nother standard rim, so I don't have to worry about, a donut later on. How does it drive? It drives. I mean, it's not going to wow you, but it's not going to put you in any imminent danger either. Like, it's very easygoing. It's very laid back. It's very smooth, and if you're looking to burn people, if you're looking to, get your Fast and Furious on, this ain't the car for you, because there's a point in this video where I tried to, put the jets on. And even though in this part of Wilmington, Delaware, which is very ill-advised, I did try to, pick some speed up and it started to, rev a little bit, but it's not going to, blow you past anybody, or it's not going to cause you any imminent danger, as I mentioned. So it's a commuter car. It is very much a commuter car. It's very much a nice little get-around car, which is what I needed because, of course, with high school and college sports starting, and that's my job as a journalist, I got to get around to these games. So having a nice little commuter car to get around in is pretty cool. This is, once again, part of the new United Motor Manufacturing Incorporated partnership that General Motors and Toyota had from 1984 to 2010. And this is the fourth in the generation of it. Of course, you had the Chevy Nova, the Geo Metro, the Toyota, whatever generation Toyota Corolla, and then they wrapped it up with the Pontiac Vibe and the Toyota Matrix. I'm very much a fan of that first NUMMI generation, as you can see by my beloved Chevrolet Nova sales literature that I have copped from eBay Motors. I have 86, 87, and 88. Why? I don't know. I wanted that generation of Nova. I wanted that generation of Nova going all the way back to high school, but what's funny is this car was built the year I graduated high school, 1999. So I'm still ended up driving a car from my high school days in the first place. So it just would have been brand new. And I don't think anybody in my immediate circle was getting a brand new car right off the rip. So 25 years later, you get to drive a NUMMI car. It's cool. It's, it's going to be something for me to get around in. I mean, it's a cool little car, but, it's just something to have. It's something that I needed, something that came cheap, and something that I'm gonna, keep the maintenance up on because I gotta have it. But with Toyotas, even though with the Chevy badge on them, they're still pretty reliable. So that's the introduction to this car, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again. If you're new, to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you'll be notified of all new content that drops on the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, don't forget to comment and like the videos so we can get this algorithm popping. Thank y'all for watching. Until next time we speak, y'all be good or be good at it.